Once upon a time in the bustling city of Willowbrook, there lived a young girl named Eba. She had big dreams and a heart full of ambition, but there was one thing that always seemed to stand in her way: math. From the earliest days of elementary school, Eba struggled with numbers. They seemed to dance and swirl on the page, mocking her attempts to make sense of them. While her classmates breezed through multiplication tables and division problems, Eba found herself lost in a sea of confusion. But Eba was determined not to let her difficulties define her. Every night, long after the sun had set and her classmates had drifted off to sleep, Eba would hunker down at her desk with her textbooks and worksheets. She pored over equations and formulas, determined to conquer the subject that had eluded her for so long. Her parents, seeing her dedication, offered their support and encouragement. They sat with her for hours, patiently explaining concepts and cheering her on through every frustrating stumble. With their help and her own unwavering determination, Eba began to see progress. Slowly but surely, the numbers began to make sense. What had once seemed like an insurmountable obstacle now felt like a puzzle waiting to be solved. Eba's confidence grew with each passing day, until she found herself not just keeping up with her classmates, but surpassing them. By the time Eba reached the end of elementary school, she was not only proficient in math, but excelling. Her hard work had paid off, and she was awarded the title of top student in her class. But Eba was not content to rest on her laurels. She had set her sights on a new goal: high school. Determined to continue her academic journey, Eba applied for early admission to Willowbrook High School. Her stellar grades and glowing recommendations caught the attention of the admissions board, and soon Eba found herself trading in her elementary school textbooks for the more advanced curriculum of high school. The transition was challenging, to say the least. High school brought with it new subjects and new expectations, but Eba tackled each new challenge with the same tenacity that had carried her through elementary school. She threw herself into her studies with a fervor, determined to prove that she belonged. Despite the initial struggles, Eba soon found her footing. With each passing semester, she continued to excel, earning top marks in every subject. But it was in math, her once dreaded nemesis, that Eba truly shone. She had developed a knack for numbers that bordered on genius, and her classmates marveled at her ability to solve even the most complex equations with ease. As graduation day approached, Eba found herself faced with a new set of decisions. While most of her classmates were preparing for another year of high school, Eba knew that she was ready for something more. With her impeccable grades and a newfound confidence in her abilities, she decided to take a leap of faith and apply for early admission to college. Once again, Eba's hard work and determination paid off. She was accepted into the prestigious Willowbrook University, where she would pursue her dream of becoming a doctor. The road ahead would be long and challenging, but Eba was undeterred. She threw herself into her studies with the same passion and dedication that had carried her through elementary and high school. Years passed in a blur of textbooks and late-night study sessions. Eba faced countless challenges along the way, from grueling exams to demanding clinical rotations. But through it all, she never lost sight of her goal. With each obstacle she overcame, her resolve only grew stronger. Finally, at the age of 21, Eba stood before her classmates and professors clad in her cap and gown. The years of hard work and sacrifice had culminated in this moment, and Eba felt a swell of pride and gratitude wash over her. As she walked across the stage to accept her diploma, she couldn't help but think back to the young girl who had once struggled with math. From those humble beginnings, Eba had forged a path to success that few could have imagined. She had defied the odds and overcome every obstacle in her path, emerging not just as a top student, but as a role model for perseverance and determination. As she looked out at the sea of faces before her, Eba knew that this was only the beginning. Armed with her newfound knowledge and a heart full of ambition, she was ready to embark on the next chapter of her journey. And with her boundless determination guiding her way, there was no limit to what she could achieve.